Hello and welcome to Low Quarter Gaming. I'm Zach. Today I'm going to be playing a little solo only game that came in the C3i Magazine. So most people who watch stuff on my channel probably don't know that I also really enjoy war games, and war games is kind of what got me into the hobby a really long time ago, in parallel with D&D, like in middle school. So we're talking 30 years ago, 35 years ago. And you might not be too familiar with like war game magazines and stuff. So just real quick, this is a C3i magazine. It has articles in it about war game stuff, and this particular magazine focuses on GMT games, but it also comes with stuff in it. This one came with a game by Mark Herman called Burma: The Forgotten War, and it has like the rule book and the maps for it, and there's like a card sheet. There's also a scenario in here for another game by GMT, SPQR, and it comes with like counter sheets, counters for the games. These are the ones I punched out for this particular game. There are counters on here for other scenarios, for other games that they make. There's some errata counters. So if you have some of their other games, they're always putting like scenarios for their games and stuff in here. And it's kind of cool that it comes with stuff like that. This one was also included in there. This is called The Roman Disaster at Teutoburg. This happened in the year 9 AD, and basically what happened, there was a German guy that had been sent off to Rome, and he had actually become a Roman citizen, and then he came back to this area, and he never forgot like where he came from. So he kind of rallied some of the Germans to help him attack a column of Romans. And there was a column of 3 Roman legions that was something like 20 or 40 kilometers. I think it was 20 kilometers long. I just watched a documentary on this like 2 or 3 days ago. So they like surprised him. They came out of the woods and they completely like decimated these 3 Roman legions. So that's kind of the very brief and probably not very historically accurate history of this. So it's basically some Romans in the columns that are getting like completely attacked by surprise from these barbarians. So this was made into a little solo game. And I'm also kind of like, I'm always looking for like little solo games. Like I like the little tiny epic games, and I like some of the little wallet games, like Strawlopolis, that I can take with me, that I like when I'm traveling for work. They're really compact. They can go into my carry-on luggage. So there's just something to do in the hotel for like half an hour or 40 minutes or whatever. So this is almost kind of like a tower defense game. There's going to be some rows of these barbarians that are going to be attacking my column of Romans. We have a cohesion track here and a morale track here. If our morale track ever gets down to 0, we lose. And the goal for us is to make it through all of these barbarians and getting them off of the board. It's really just a dice rolling game. And like I said, it's kind of like a tower defense game where these would be our towers. Barbarians will be attacking us and we're trying to push them back. We will take cohesion hits. If our cohesion is ever at 0, then any hits we take go to our morale. There's going to be ways for us to get those back up. And it's kind of like a chit pulling game where we're going to put these things into a cup. There are the barbarians. There's a couple of leaders in here. And there's also all of these events. So I thought I would just showcase this game because it's not something that I would normally have on my channel. Although I might be doing some more just talking and showcasing about war games, since it is something I'm into. So the first thing we do for setup is we put all of those little barbarians into some kind of cup or bag or something. And we're supposed to draw 3 of them out. And they start on row 3. These are not going to play very nice, I don't think, with the green screen, because they're like completely green. But you can see at least the dice on there. So this actually is a leader, and I know it's a leader because it says 2+ on it, and it has an M. So that means when we roll the dice for the German attack, anything on a 2 or higher, he's going to attack, which is not great. And then this is just a regular one. It has a 2 and a 6. Everybody who comes out of the cup starts on the 3rd row here. And we need one more out of here. We got another just regular one, except that this has a D on it. Like I said, this isn't going to play too nice with here, but at least you can see the D and the 1 and the 6. Because they're all green, they don't play nice with the green screen. I'll tell you what the D does in just a second. Now that we've got our starting Germans out on the board, then we add all of these events to the cup. So a turn is very simple. We roll our dice and we assign the dice. Then we're going to draw 2 more counters out of this cup. The Germans get to roll their dice, and then we go again. All right, this will be fairly quick, so I'll just show you how this plays. All right, so we get 6 dice, and the Germans get 1 die, and just get a different color die for that one than what I'm using. So we roll our dice. Any ones that we roll have to go here into this box called the chaos box. If we ever get 3 ones into this box, then we have to draw another chit from this cup and add it to row 3 if it's a unit, or do the event if it's an event. So getting 2 right off the bat is not great. These 3s, you don't have to, anything that's not a 1, you don't have to assign, because things that we assign to these boxes, we can keep them there as long as we want to use them for future turns. But if we keep them out here, then they're not available to roll on the next turn. A 3, let me just go in order. So 2s can add 1 to our morale. And then any additional 2 we spend at the same time can add 2 additional morale to that. So what that means is if we spend 1 2, it can be +1 to the morale. If we spend 2 2s, it's 1 + 2 is 3. So every additional 1 is an additional +2. So it's 1, 3, 5, etc. The other thing that's cool, or let me just finish going back through this. 3s, if we spend a 3, it takes cohesion back up to 4. If we spend a 4, it takes all of the dice out of the chaos box and puts them back into this ready for battle box, meaning they can be rolled on the next turn. 5s are how we attack the German tribes, and it's similar to the morale one. So the first 5 we spend is 1, and any additional 5 we spend is an additional +2. 6s can be spent to change the face of a die we just rolled to a different face. So I know that I'm for sure going to probably want to attack these guys, so I know I'm going to assign a 5 to this box. And you can assign or spend on your turn, but I'm just going to do it like this. I'm going to assign this box here. Oh, the other thing I was going to say is the other cool thing you can do with these dice is you can add them together if you want them to fit into a different box. So like I could put this 2 and this 3 into the 5 box to count as a 5. Or I could do the 3 and the 3 as a 6 to change like the face of another die to something else, which I think I'm going to do because this way I'm spending more dice to get ready to be rolled next turn. So I think I will spend these 2 as a 6 to change the face of this one to a 5. Then I'm going to spend both of these 5s. So the first one I spend is 1 hit. The second one I spend on this turn adds me +2. So I get 3 hits against the Germans that are out here. This leader, like I said, is pretty dangerous because anytime I roll the die, if I roll something higher or 2 or higher, he's going to activate. Everybody else, they only activate when their numbers that are on their little chit come up. So this one would activate on a 1 and a 6. This one would activate on 2 and a 6. So only 2 out of 3 chances. This is 5 out of 6 chances. So the way you apply hits is they move back 1 for every hit. If they move off of the board, then they're out. So I'm going to hit this leader twice. So that's 2 of my 3 hits. and I will hit this guy once, so that's my 3 hits. And then that's my turn. So now we're going to draw 2 counters from the cup. The first one is just a regular unit. He'll go to row 3. And the next one is another regular unit. And they all just have different values for their dice number. Now we roll the German die, and I rolled a 3. So you look to see who activates on a 3. No, no. Yes, this guy does. So when they activate, they do 1 hit, starting with our cohesion, then they move up a row. Oops, sorry. Then they move up a row. If they're in row 1 and their number comes up, then they do 2 hits to you instead of just 1. And then this guy does not activate on a 3. If you roll the die and nobody activates, then you get to add 1 to your cohesion or morale. If no German counter is activated, gain 1 morale or 1 cohesion. Yep. And that's the end of the round. So it comes back to me. I get to roll all the dice that are in the ready for battle box. These are stuck in that chaos box. Okay, so I rolled another 1. So that's 3 in here. Those 3 go up here to the ready for battle, and I have to draw something from the cup. I drew an event. It's event 2. So you look up here in the little rules, and event 2 says, you must take care of the wounded or they will be slaughtered. Place a ready for battle die into the chaos box or lose 1 morale. Okay, that's kind of a bummer. I don't want to lose a morale, so I'm just going to put a die into the chaos box from the ready for battle area. Some of the events are good, some of them are bad. Okay, so I don't really need this 2 right now because 2 again is the one that helps morale. My morale's fine. I think I'm just going to choose not to assign it and keep it for next turn. The 2 5s are going to go into here, and I'm going to spin those 2 5s again to get 3 hits. So let's knock this guy off, and we go 1, 2, so that's my 3 hits. Now we go back to drawing from the cup. Okay, we got an event, event 4. The C3i join the fight. I'm probably totally mispronouncing that. All tribe counters go up 1 space. That's not good. Up 1 space, up 1 space. Okay, that was 1 from the cup, and then we pull a second one from the cup. And it's just a regular unit. And then we roll their die, and I got a 5. All right, so this guy in the front, since he's in row 1, has a 5. He's going to hit me twice. No and no. And then it's back to my turn. All right, so we got 1 5. Our morale still is at full. I could spend a 4 to get this out of there. Oh yeah, this is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to spend this 4. 4s get all the action dice from the chaos box back into your ready for battle box. So I'll do that. Then I'm going to spend this 4 and this 2 as a 6 to change this to a 3. And then I'll assign it here and then spend it. The spending a 3 gets cohesion back up to 4. And I will save this 5 for next time. All right, I'm going to draw 2 counters from the cup. We got a regular unit. And another regular unit, but this unit has a D on it. I don't remember if I said it, but the ones that have the red D on them, when they activate, they still do the hit, but they also move a die from the ready for battle box to the chaos box, so also not great. And then we're going to roll this. I rolled a 5. This same guy in the front hits me twice. No, 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 and no. And then it's my turn. I will say I played this 1 time so far, and I got absolutely destroyed. I got a 3 to maybe move cohesion back. Maybe I'll save up a 2, or do I just not want to spend the 2? I'm going to use this 6 to change this die into a 5. So we're going to do a bunch of hits this turn. I think I just won't keep this 2. I'll just not spend it and keep it ready for battle for next time. So I will spend the 3. Do I want to spend the 3? Or do I want to wait until my cohesion goes down a little bit? Actually, I might hold it. All right, so we've got 3 5s to spend. So this is 1 plus 2 plus 2 is 5 total hits. I think I want to get this guy at least out of that row. So that's 1. And now you really kind of want to look at, do I have a lot of overlap on numbers? I've got 3 chits that have 3s on them. So if I rolled a 3, that would be bad. And 2 that have 4s. So what I think I will do, so I move that guy back 1, I got 4 more hits. I'm going to go 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now we pull for them from the cup. Okay, we got a regular unit. And a regular unit that will automatically hit morale instead of cohesion because he has an M on it. Then we roll the die, and I got a 3. So good thing I moved that guy out of row 1. I keep rolling a 3. He gets our cohesion for 1. No, 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 and no. Okay, my turn again. 6, 5, 3, and 2. Let's do this. We're going to spend this 6 to change this into a 5. Then we have a 5, a 5, and combined a 5. We're going to spend the 3 to get my cohesion back up to 4. And then this once again is 5 hits. This morale guy's got to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Two more from the cup. Regular guy. We still have like 10 events in here too. And another regular guy. Then their dice. 2. So it says in the rules you should go top to bottom and then left to right, I guess, to maybe keep track of who's moved forward. So I'm just going to keep trying to do that. So this guy is a 2, yes. He moves up. That's 1 hit to us. No. This guy, yes, he moves up. This guy, yes, he moves up. And no. And then it's our turn again. Okay, we got 2 1s. It's not good. 5s I almost always keep to attack with. So this is actually kind of good. I have a 4 that I can spend to get all the dice out of the chaos box. So we'll do that. And I might use this 6 to turn this into a 5. And then we'll attack. So we get 3 hits. I don't like guys in the front row. And then always try, I'm going to try to eliminate. So that was 1, 2, 3. Okay, now them from the cup. All right, we got an event. Event 5. Let's see. Vala's cavalry breaks out. Lose 3 cohesion or 1 morale. Another bad one. So 3 cohesion would not be good because that would be 1, 2, 3. So 1 morale is better than 2 morale. That was super quick math. And another normal guy. Now we roll their dice. I got a 4, so yes, hits my cohesion. No, 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 and no. And then back to me. 5, 5, 1, 1. 4 I will spend to get the 1s out of there, and I'll probably just store that 6 for later. Let's do 2 hits with the 5, or I mean 3 hits with the 5. So 1, 2, 3. We're holding them off for now, but this can spiral quickly. Event 3. Gaelic auxiliaries defect. Lose 1 cohesion or 1 morale, which would be the same thing. So some German guys that were in the Roman army defected to the other side, so we took a hit. Now we roll. A 6, so no, yes, no, no, and no. So as you can see, we're starting to take hits to our morale. Holy cow, I rolled 4 3s. 1, 1. So if I use this 6, or I guess I could use, I probably should use one of the 3s just to get my cohesion back up to 4. Maybe I use that stored up 6 to change one of those into a 5. No, this is what I'm going to do so I have more dice for next turn. I'll keep that 6 there. I'll spend these 2 3s together to make this a 5. And then just hold off to try to build up some attack power, I guess. Feel the tide turning against me. Event 8. Form a shield wall. All Germanic tribes on the lowest number row go down 1 row. I only have 1 on the lowest numbered row, so he's going to go down 1 row. So that was a good one. Last time I played, I think I had like 4 or 5 guys in row 1 when that hit, so that was hugely beneficial to be able to push a bunch of guys back. All right, that was 1 out of the cup. Oh, event 7. Hold the line. Restore cohesion to 4 or gain 1 morale. Our cohesion is already at 4, so we can gain a morale. Finally getting some good events. And no actual extra guys were added. We rolled a 3. No, no, yes for 1, and yes for 1. All right, our turn. We only have 3 dice to roll this time. What are the odds of that? Picking up 3 3s and rolling 3 3s. I'll spend both of those 3s to turn this into a 5. And then I'll spend both of those 5s to do 3 hits. So let's go 1. We have a bunch of markers, or we have a bunch of guys with 2s on them. Let's just move 3 different people back 1, I guess. Yeah. Push them back a little bit. Another guy being added. And we have another leader here. Arminius. So this is the guy who was a Roman citizen. He had been taken. He might have been the son of a German king or lord or tribal leader or something. And he was taken as a child to Rome. He trained in the Roman legions, became a citizen, and then went back home and turned against them. Was that 2? I think so. It was this guy and him. Oh, well. I'm going to just say it was 4. So like I said, we got to go this way. No, no, no. Then we go to this row. This is a 2+. They always hit morale. The leaders always hit morale. And then he moves up. This is a 4. Yes. No, and yes. Back to my turn. Okay, we got a 1, a 2, and a 4. Well, we probably should spin the 4 to get those 1s out of the chaos box. Let's start to store up 2s because our morale is taking hit, and 2s are what help us get morale back up. And I think I will spin this 6 to turn this into a 3 to get my cohesion back to 4. So more dice next time, but we did not push anybody back this time. We got an event. Oh, I did the wrong event last turn. I said 7, but it was 12. Shoot. So I've already done 7. Restore cohesion to 4 or gain 1 morale. What I should have done last time was 12. So 12 is charge. For each ready for battle die you place in the chaos box, eliminate 1 Germanic counter from row 1 or gain 1 morale. Well, there's nobody in row 1. I'll trade 1 die for 1 morale. I don't want to put a whole bunch in there. My Roman numeral reading was a little suspect there. Okay, that was 2, and then we roll a 5. So yes, these leaders are bad. He hits our morale. No. Yes. Oh wait, cohesion. No. No, no. Yes. No, and no. All right. We got to get Arminius off the board. Need a bunch of 5s. Oh no. This is a bunch of 1s. So 3 in there gets us something from here. It's another guy. Then another one in here. And a 3. Sure, we should spend the 3 just to get the 2 cohesion. Now we're in some serious trouble. There's a bunch of tribes coming at us out of the trees. All right, so the first one is an event. I can read it properly this time. Event 6. One of our guys is going to propose surrender. Shame. Lose 1 cohesion and 1 morale. All right, that was 1. And then 2 is another unit. I kind of like to make it look like a wedge of guys coming out of the forest at me. Now I got to roll their die. The leader is going to hit my morale for 2. We're about to lose. Cohesion. Cohesion. No, 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 and... Oh wait, I got to move them up 1. And cohesion. We're at 2 morale and no cohesion with a bunch of guys in the front. Well, we got some 5s anyway. So we will spend this 6 to turn this into a 5. Then we'll spend this 3 to get back to 4 cohesion. Man, do I want to spend that 2 on 1 morale right now? It's not the most efficient thing, but I think I will just to get more dice to roll. So that gets me only 1 morale because it's just 1 die. Then I'll spend these 2 for 3 hits. I got to get this guy back out of there. You know what? I just want to chase him off the board. So that's 1, 2, 3. Two from here. A regular unit. And event 1. A group of legionnaires has been cut off. Move a ready for battle die to the chaos box. Bummer. All right. 2. No, no. Yes. Yes. No, no. Yes. Uh-oh. Yes. No, and yes, and this one has a D on it, so that's 1 to there, and then we have another thing that comes here, and then yes. And since we have 3 in here, we got to move them up and draw another thing. So it's a unit. Put it there. Not looking good. No cohesion and 1 morale. Oh no, and 2 dice go into the chaos box. All right, we got a 5. Wow. I probably should put the 4 to move those 2 up there. Spend a 3 to get 4 cohesion, and then I'll save a 3. And then we just have to hope for the best, I guess. Event 9. Throw your javelins. Eliminate 1 Germanic tribe counter, but not a leader, or gain 1 morale. All right, we will eliminate a counter. I want to eliminate this one because it has an M on it. It's not a leader, but it has an M. So if I roll that, it's an automatic morale hit. Oh, I mean, if I don't roll a 1, we're going to lose anyways because Arminius is going to hit our morale. Yeah. So we need to get... So does that mean then I spin that event to get a morale instead? I think I have to, or I'm just automatically going to lose. So instead of eliminating, it said I could get 1 morale. Our second chit is 11. Keep positions. Return all dice from the chaos box to the ready for battle box. Bummer, there's none. So that's a good event, but it doesn't benefit me right now. And I rolled a 6. So no, that's good. No. Yes. Hits me here. No. Yes. Hits my morale. And no. Hey, we survived another turn. Another 5. The 1 has to go here. I'll spend this 6 to turn this into a 5. All right, now we've got 5 hits to divvy out. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3 for sure, or we lose. And then what else? We've got a lot of 2s and 5s up here. So let's get a 2 and a 5. All right. Now this feels like there's 3 or 4 left in there. Oh no, another morale guy. There are a lot of enemies on the board. Okay, that's 1. And 2. Oh, another leader. This leader coming out. Unless we roll a 1, we're going to lose. And I rolled a 2. We might lose anyways, just from the normal tribes. So a 2 here is going to hit us twice in the front row. 2 here is going to hit us twice in the front row, and I lose. And I mean, this was a complete disaster in the historic battle anyway. So I don't know if you should expect to lose, but it probably should be hard to win. It would have changed history completely. So it's a fun little game. It's been just over 30 minutes, and there was a lot of talking in there. Like I said, these are the kind of little things that I would like just put in my carry-on to play in the hotel room real quick, just to see. I mean, a little story develops. It's just you can see the little narrative of what's happening. What did we have left in the cup? 1 more regular tribe, and then event 10, which would have been no quarter. For each cohesion you voluntarily lose, you can inflict a hit to a German tribe counter, but not a leader. So I mean, if I had 4 cohesion, and maybe if I had saved up a die here where I knew I could get my cohesion back, I might, voluntarily take 4 hits to my cohesion to do 4 hits to the tribe members. But anyway, another thing just to showcase is these little war game magazines that come with articles and information for other games that you already own, more scenarios, more cards, more counters, and it includes these games. This isn't even the game that's like mentioned on the cover. The game that's on the cover is a much more robust game than this. But I thought this was a neat little thing that was included in the latest C3i magazine. All right, I hope you enjoyed this little showing off of this little solo-only kind of travel game. I hope you enjoy everything I'm putting up on the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.